Johnny Carson might have looked calm and charming behind the Tonight Show desk, but even the king of late night had his limits. And over the years, 7 unforgettable guests crossed those limits so badly that they were banned for life. Wayne Newton was the first. When Carson joked about his hair needing photosynthesis, Newton didn't laugh. In fact, he stormed into the studio in 1980 and threatened Carson face to face. Carson responded by having him banned forever, saying, "Nobody intimidates me in my own studio." Then came Yuri Geller, the self-proclaimed psychic who claimed he could bend spoons. But Carson, a former magician himself, wasn't buying it. He set up a test with skeptic James Randi and exposed Geller on live TV. Geller couldn't perform his tricks under controlled conditions, and Carson never invited him again, calling him a fraud. Chvy Chase also found himself blacklisted, not for threats or lies, but for arrogance. During a 1978 appearance, he mocked Carson's hosting abilities, boasted about replacing him, and turned the atmosphere icy. Carson made sure he was never booked again, sending a clear message to Hollywood: never challenge the throne if you want to be welcome. Bob Hope, another household name, met his end on The Tonight Show not with fireworks, but with boredom. His appearances became so scripted and commercial that Carson felt like he was reading an ad instead of hosting a guest. Carson insisted on improvisation and real conversation, so Hope's index card approach got him permanently removed. Charlton Heston brought a different problem. He treated interviews like political speeches, rambling endlessly with few laughs and draining the energy from the show. After one especially long-winded lecture about freedom, Carson finally said enough is enough and banned him too. Don Rickles, known for his machine gun insult comedy, pushed too far while guest hosting. He accidentally broke Carson's sentimental cigarette box on air, but the real damage came from his off-script antics and a later offensive joke that got too many complaints. Carson issued a quiet but firm lifetime ban, and Rickles was never allowed back. Fred Rogers may seem like the most surprising name on the list, but his soft-spoken style simply didn't work on fast-paced late-night television. His slow replies and long pauses caused awkward silences, and viewership dropped. Carson said Rogers was too virtuous for the industry and made the tough call to exclude him to protect the flow of the show. Each of these bans wasn't just about bad behavior or boring interviews. They were Carson's way of defending the legacy of a show built on sharp wit, authenticity, and respect. The message was clear. The Tonight Show had standards, and even the biggest names weren't above them. And that's why Johnny Carson remains a legend, not just for the laughs he delivered, but for knowing exactly when to say no. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look into Hollywood's late-night secrets, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hollywood Star News, and hit that notification bell for more untold celebrity stories every week.